Oh, hey there, guys, and welcome to another episode of What's Happening in China. Oh, that's good. This is our first video for the year, and actually, as I'm sure you know, it's been a while since I've released one of these. Holiday madness, and I got a horrible case of the flu, and a couple of other things have kept me from putting out videos more regularly. But that's all over, and I'm back in the swing of things. So please look forward to more videos more regularly now. Okay, anyway, a couple of things I want to address in this episode. We're going to get to that, so stick around till the end. I'll tell you about some plans. One of them is these What's Happening in China videos. I will be taking them outside onto the streets again and getting more of the local vibe and interacting with local people more, etc. It's all coming. I'm trying to make my videos better for all of you guys out there, and I'm listening to what you're saying, and people are giving me good suggestions, and I will be taking them. So anyway, let's get on with it. First thing, as usual, we're going to break it down into three sections. First one is on the streets. Okay, now Chinese New Year is coming up. For those of you who are not sure what Chinese New Year is all about, I've done lots of videos explaining it. It is basically like our Christmas and New Year's all rolled into one. It's a big thing where everybody goes back to their families for a big dinner and spends a week. Officially, there's a 7-day holiday here in China, and people all go back and celebrate, and it's the most important holiday of the year in China. But now, unfortunately, this brings a lot of problems, especially in cities like Shenzhen, which are migrant worker cities. Everybody comes here, so obviously they all have to go back to their hometowns. The problem comes in the fact that this is the time of year where you get a lot of thefts. Okay, so if you've got a bicycle or something like that you park outside, now's when it gets stolen. I personally have had bicycles and electric bikes stolen around this time of year. And this comes from, I guess, the desperation of people trying to get back home. They need to have money to take back with them, or they have to buy gifts, or they have to take a train or whatever, pay for their travel back home. So this is the time when thieves are active, very active. In fact, I've never had anything stolen from me except around about this time in China. So this is the time to watch out for your bicycles and things like that. I've always actually wondered what it's like. What do? Do they go back to their hometown and say, "Hey, Mom and Dad, nice to see you again. I had to steal a couple of bicycles to get here. I hope you're proud of me." Anyway. That's what's happening on the streets. Of course, it's winter now, and so things are quite cold in comparison to before. Let's get on to the news and what's in the news. Okay, so I suppose there's quite a lot of doom and gloom in the news for the new year here in China, at least for your average man on the street like myself. Number one, it's got to do with TV, right? Now, as I've shown you guys before, a long time ago in my piracy video, you can watch almost anything you want online streaming here in China. In fact, you can go ahead and buy a little, I suppose, it's the equivalent of an Apple TV or something like that. It's called a Xiaomi box, or, you get many different types. You get the Tianmo box, all these different little, basically, IP video boxes you plug into your TV. They run on a sort of an Android operating system. And, well, you can just watch anything you want. And as soon as the episodes come out, you can watch them. And, of course, most of it has been illegal in the past. But recently, it's actually become legal. They pay for licensing for these video shows. And, of course, they make their money through advertising revenue, just like things like YouTube do, So there are a lot of adverts, but you get to watch your favorite show, which is quite cool. And, I mean, up-to-date shows. I personally watch things like Elementary and, that kind of thing. It comes out pretty much, The Mentalist, things like, I like those kind of procedural detective things. At least that's what I'm into these days. And basically that will pop up when the new episode, and I can check. When the new episode is released, I'll get the information, and it will tell. I can go on and it will actually be there at the same time it's released in America, like the same day it will actually be available to watch here. Not anymore. Not this year. The Chinese censors have said, screw this, no more foreign TV series. the only way you're going to watch this is 6 months after it's been aired. So basically, they've prevented the local streaming websites and all these little streaming devices. They're not allowed to release the series, the TV series, on time anymore. Basically, there has to be a 6-month gap. So let's say a new episode comes out tomorrow for Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. Usually you would be able to watch it straight away here in China on any of these streaming services. Now you have to wait 6 months to watch that episode. Now, of course, it's put under the whole guise of they need to make sure that there's nothing offensive or nothing bad for the Chinese government, that kind of thing. That's why they are blocking it. But it's very transparent that the real reason behind it is that they just want to give the local TV series a chance to compete, because they can't. The foreign series are too popular. Everybody watches those, and the local TV series are suffering because, of course, they can't compete. No one wants to watch them. And it's quite funny. I was reading on Weibo. One guy actually said, as an analogy, said, even if I'm hungry, I'm still not going to eat shit. Anyway, I found that quite amusing. So that's pretty unfortunate. And this is being seen, I guess, as far as media is concerned. There's a lot more of a clampdown recently. And, well, that's kind of unfortunate. There's a big thing there's a very popular show people like to watch here. It's got some very well-known actresses in it, like Fan Bingbing, and I don't know, I'm not really too familiar, but some big name Chinese actresses are in this TV series. It's called The Empress of China. And basically, it's been on the air for a short while, and they all wear period costumes, and then all of a sudden it got taken off the air. They said, no, the costumes are too sexy, you can see too much cleavage. So what they've done is they actually cropped them. So it went off the air for like a couple of days, and they cropped all the footage, so now you can only see the people's faces up to their neck, basically. And they re-released it like that. So as far as the media is concerned, like average everyday watching TV, things are kind of a bit crappy this year in China, at least for now. Who knows where it's going to go? So that's more or less what's in the news. That's what I'm going to focus on anyway. Let's move on to what's up and coming. Okay, I got a lot of things to talk to you guys about. First and foremost, I finally got that TED Talk Idea Exchange thing up. If you haven't seen it, there's a link. That will probably be my last bad quality video, as far as video quality is concerned. I'm starting to do a lot of research and trying to do my best to up the video quality of my videos in future. So hopefully everything from here on out will be better, and I'll keep trying to improve. And that includes this What's Happening in China series. Like I said, I'll be moving it out onto the streets, so it won't just be me sitting in my lounge here making this, although I will occasionally film bits of it here. I'd like to get more out there on the streets, as per your guys' requests, and a little bit more interaction with local people. So look forward to that, because that's going to happen now. What else? Conquering Southern China. For those of you who are currently looking, who follow my Facebook page, I made a little post the other day. I'm busy working on the next Conquering Southern China video. Absolutely I am. And here's the thing. I'm going on a ride on Monday, a little adventure ride with my two partners from Churchill Customs. The same guys who went on the Conquering Southern China ride with me. And we're actually going to be filming the next episode of the Conquering Southern China thing while we're on the ride. So it's going to be quite cool. We'll be outdoors, we'll be on the roads, stopping off at the side of the road and recording our experiences about the Conquering Southern China adventure. So it's going to be something very new. And I'm going to be putting it all together. I think it's going to be quite spectacular, the best one yet from the whole series. So thanks for all of you who've been hanging around for that. And, it's just been such a big daunting task. I haven't gotten around to it. And of course I need to get together with those guys, and we have to sit down and film this stuff. Anyway, so that's coming along. And of course, all the other normal, usual stuff will be coming along too. Like I said, thank you very much, guys, for putting up with basically this little dry period that I've gone through. But I'm back, and I'm back in the full swing of things. Another thing, if you guys aren't aware of it, we're running a full-on weekly updated Churchill channel So if you want to see me get up to all my motorbike antics, as in repairing motorbikes, building motorbikes, and messing about in the shop, go check out the Churchill Customs channel. It's actually quite a lot of fun if you're into that kind of thing. That's pretty much it, guys. So until I see you in the next video, which will be very soon, stay awesome.